Okay, it's a mock test 5, part 2, question number 18. The same case study that we had seen right now, mock test 5, part 2, question number 18.
ये बन गया है।
नहीं mock test, हाँ प्रोजेक्ट है ना, आ रहा है. Question is, will consolidated income statement include translation gain or a translation loss? समझा क्वेश्चन. ट्रांसलेशन गेन हो गया, ट्रांसलेशन लॉस होगा. A says nothing, B says translation gain, sorry, B says loss and C says translation gain. I repeat, will consolidated income statement will include translation gains or translation loss? Like, first of all, this question frustrates me because translation gain and translation loss ये word कहाँ पे use होता है? Current rate method में, and translation gain and translation वहाँ पे कहाँ पे जाता है? OCI में. So technically यहाँ पे जो बोला है income statement, that means they are talking about remeasurement gain or remeasurement loss. हाँ कुछ भी है, conversion. But technically I have been using this word. Translation is for current rate method and remeasurement is for the temporal method. I hope the projector will start. For the company called as Estelle, I'll check the data of the Estelle. Okay, take a note of that. Estelle follows IFRS. जो data तुम लोग को लग सकता है, I'm copying the data. Estelle follows IFRS. Presentation currency is EUR. आ गया ना स्क्रीन पर अभी. तो ये क्या नीचे Estelle established Luna, a wholly owned subsidiary in Hong Kong. Okay, so let's copy the data of this. Okay, so Estelle has established a subsidiary called as Luna, which is in Hong Kong. Luna reports under IFRS, and Young decides to use HKD as functional currency. Okay, and Luna is accounting using current rate method for consolidation and has net monetary asset position. HKD has strengthened, so the depreciation of 10, and I guess that's it. Then exhibit 2 is starting. Not connected. Acha, exhibit 2 is also required maybe. But किस एक सेकंड, SL has one more subsidiary which is in country H. तो किसके लिए पूछा है? लूना के लिए पूछा है. Okay, about लूना के लिए पूछा है. तो that is H के बारे में नहीं पूछा. So that is the data. So I'll just copy the data. Okay, तो ऊपर का नहीं चाहिए, guess यहां से यहां तक का डेटा चाहिए. Guys, silent please. Please don't discuss. Take it individually, guys. Okay, go for it. Okay, so let's look at LC, FC, PC. For Luna, Luna is in Hong Kong. So local currency would be Hong Kong currency, which is I guess HKD. The parent currency, the parent was the Estelle company, and presentation currency is EUR, euros. Luna करना था, but parent company is Estelle, which is in euro, so euros. And functional currency जो ऊपर दिया था, ऊपर functional currency इसका कुछ point नहीं था. Functional currency is EUR. हमें देखना है कि HKD is independent or not. Volume subsidiary HKD report on IFRS and use HKD as a functional currency. Okay, so it was mentioned HKD as a functional currency, which means it is independent or not. Yes. Okay, so the functional currency is like matching with the local currency, which means it is independent subsidiary. So good, remeasurement using temporal is not required. Okay, translation using current rate would be required. So we are going to be using current rate method. Okay, so current rate method फटाफट से क्लिक होना चाहिए. Entire asset, liability and equity is at current rate. Current rate मतलब by the way December 31st वाला रेट, like जिस दिन का बैलेंस शीट है उस दिन का रेट, December 31st वाला रेट. And within equity, the common stock is at historic rate जब वो subsidiary बनी थी, and return earning is the basically coming from the net return earning of last year plus net income minus dividend. Okay, so and the balancing figure is CTA. If CTA is positive, translation gain, CTA negative, translation losses. Okay, so हमें I think कुछ data था नहीं to work this around to see whether CTA is. I mean, sorry, I made a mistake. If CTS increased, translation gains. If CTS gone down, translation losses. If CTS positive, since inception, we have translation gains cumulatively. Okay, but we couldn't do that, right? I mean, we don't have that one. We just had the data that the currency of HKD has increased from 0.10 to 0.11. So apart from that, we don't have the data available for that. So we know the HKD has increased. Coming to the income statement, we are going to have sales, cost, and the entire income statement would be translated using average rate. So the translation gain या loss अगर है तो that will go in OCI. Will Estelle's income statement include translation gain or loss? I think it should be A, no. Because this will come in OCI. But let's still see whether translation gain is there या loss is there, but it is not going to come in income statement, it's going to come in OCI. तो पहले मुझे लगा था इस रीमेजरमेंट वाला कैसे, but clear हुआ current rate है मतलब it's going to be translation. So I think it should be A, but translation gain or loss can we find out? इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ये फर्क पड़ता है if you're using remeasurement method. Okay, remeasurement method में what matters to you is that the monetary assets and monetary liability, they are exposed to current rate. Non-monetary asset and non-monetary liability are at historic rate. So monetary assets and monetary liability, they are going to be remeasured using the current rate, and that current rate has appreciated. So monetary assets will increase, monetary liability will increase, but yes, कौन सा ज्यादा increase होगा? So net we have monetary asset, that means monetary assets are more, and because they are more, the monetary assets are going to appreciate more. Assets goes up, good or bad? Good means gain. It is remeasurement gain that will go in the income statement if you are using remeasurement method. But this guy is not using remeasurement method. This guy is using current rate method. And hence it will be a case of translation gain or a loss, which we can't find out right now because we don't know overall asset ज़्यादा है या liability ज़्यादा है. Assume करते हैं overall asset ज़्यादा होगा. Generally company will have more assets than the liabilities. So if assets are more, assets will increase more, liabilities are lesser, so they will increase lesser. So from that perspective, assets going more, we are going to have gain, and that will be called as translation gain. But assuming assets are more, some companies could have more liabilities also. Their equity could be negative. So translation gain हो सकता था answer, but that will come in the OCI, not in the income statement. So I'll go with A. Any others like answers? Let me know. There was I mean, if you assume the assets are more, not net monetary assets, if I assume that there is a net asset, okay, apart from that, I don't think that there was anything in this. Yeah.
So you depreciation दिया
Time pass था वो.
उससे कुछ नहीं है.
Depreciation expense of time pass इसका कुछ भी मतलब नहीं था. It was not required. Income से depreciation उसका कोई point नहीं था. At least मुझे कुछ logic नहीं समझा depreciation expense क्यों दिया था. कहीं पे पता चल रहा है कि instead of current rate are we going to use remeasurement method, then the answer would be there's a remeasurement gain because assets are increasing more. I don't think so there was any remeasurement ka chance over here. So I think we will mark A. See, was it twisted? I don't know, but it came out to be easier question.